Good morning, you guys. This morning I am going to give you a little bit of a tour of the garden for the beginning of May. So this will come out in a couple of days, but we are getting a bunch of rain here this week and we have a little bit of a break. And so I want to come out and give you just a quick peek of what I've got going on. I still have a lot to be planted, um, but I'm working feverishly to get this done. So let's flip the camera around and give you a little bit of tour over here. This is the area where I had, good morning, Grooty Groot, the chickens. And I went ahead and planted some uh, Cherokee Purple tomatoes in through here. And I have a couple in buckets just to kind of test them out to see how they do in the ground versus the bucket. And then I have some HD peppers from Mark that I planted up right there. I have a pair that made it through the 6 or 7 seeds that I was given. This is some hybrid zucchini. I have 4 of those planted in there. I am going to come back through and I will sprinkle some seed in between these rows for crop cover, and then also through here I have some sweet peppers. These are some peppers that we bought from the grocery store, the little muncher peppers, the little sweet muncher peppers that the girls love. And so I decided to save a bunch of those seeds and try growing them. And that is the results. I have more than this, but I've given a lot of them away. And so over here, yes, I have more Cherokee Purple tomatoes over here. So let's head to the other side, and I have 3 extra buckets there that I need to plant something in. I almost forget about this bed. This garden bed was one that we built in 2020. We didn't do a very good job, so we need to take it apart and redo it. And I don't like the placement in front of the greenhouse. Greenhouse desperately still needs to be painted, so I need to move it. But here we have some multiplying onions. These are from Haas Tools. A friend of mine, Miss Nicole, sent these over to me. I thought they were going to die. They are not. So all the little bunches that she gave me are growing great. And then I've also planted some beets down in there. I tried growing beets in the small cells and transplanting them, and so far they're doing pretty good. I've never had real good luck with them, but I am babying them. We've got some brassicas back here. I believe these are uh, Brussels sprouts. And then we've got some leaf lettuce and then just some regular onions down in there. I do have a few things growing in rosy, some zucchini, hardening off a few of my summer things in there. Hopefully I will get a lot of that planted. I need to get my corn planted out. It needs to stretch and grow. I'm doing a method that Michael over MB Heritage Farms had said start them in cells, let them get tall, and then plant them out. He has really good results from that. Go over and check out his videos. He talks about that in some of his videos. And so I'm going to give that a try. So let's see what I have going on over here. Over here are those jalapenos that I planted. I put a short up. Some of you may have seen it. And then I've extended it with some speckled romas over there. Now, speckled romas came from Jamie. Jamie, I'm so sorry. I forgot the name of your channel. If you're watching, please forgive. Anyways, or comment below and people will find you. So speckled romas, I've planted these a couple of times and I've not had real good luck with them, but I'm going to give them a go again. This, if y'all remember, was the nematode area. I'm not seeing a ton of worm activity in here, which makes me a little sad because I've been working on this area for a couple of good years now. Let's see, 2020 was when I found out, the end of 2020 was when I found out we had nematodes, really bad root knot nematodes in that area. Looked at the soil under the microscope, just no activity, none whatsoever. So I've been working on that area since the fall of 2020, the end of the summer and into the fall. And I've been cover cropping and composting, and the soil looks really good. I'm still not seeing the worm activity that I was kind of hoping to see at this point going into 2023. I mean, we're going into our third season. Is it third season? No, third year, second full season, so third season. So anyways, we're going to give it a try. I've got speckled aromas in other spots and in other garden areas, so we're going to give it a try. In this garden bed, I love these garden beds. I don't know if I did a full-on video, but the girls and I bent these cattle panels. We cut them in half, bent them, shaped them, lined them with landscape fabric, filled them with logs and branches and leaves, and then soil at the top, and then some good cow compost. You see all my tomatoes. Those are my cherry tomatoes that still need to be planted. I'm really loving the height of these. Not crazy hard to put together. Super fast. Maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours to have it completely done and filled. It's really nice, and it's a nice level. Height. It's a nice height. So this bed, I need to put a little bit more in there. I need to move the wood out. I wanted to build a trellis, but then I ended up getting these little butterfly trellises. I'm going to put some cucumbers on there, and that is going to finish out being my compost bed, I think. I'm not 100% on that. I might just fill it with soil and try growing in it this year. And then over here in this wild forest, when Mark, the woodcutter, came, he helped me chop up some of these, what are these? These are sorry about that. Echinacea. I want to say echinacea, and it's not echinacea. It's elderberry. This is my elderberries. Now you can see a lot of new elderberry growth that's happening. I need to come through and just cut out these older canes, but you can see they're just flourishing in there. And these are my two original right here, and they just have spread underground and have filled in this whole area. They don't get enough sun over here because of the canopy from that really old pear tree and this oak tree. So yeah, moving on. This is our habitat area. I need to resurrect that. Again, potatoes in buckets, they're not getting enough sunlight, which is why they're really super tall and stretchy. So that is on my list of things to get moved. This is the new strawberry bed. Love this. I love seeing this right there. I cannot remember the name of this, but I think these are the Everbearing. Prolific. So many blooms on there. I'm so excited. The girls are gonna love this. Probably a little too much shade over in this area. I do plan on pulling up some of these branches from this oak tree, but I just love. Envision this right here. I'm going to have a picnic table that I'm building out of some cedar slabs that I'm getting from one of my son's friends, supporting his small local business. It just, beauty, just beautiful. And I could see myself sitting out here and doing my Bible study in the summertime, obviously when it's not raining, but it's going to be a minute. Good morning, Millie Mill. No, not a good morning. Okay. So in here I have some kohlrabi, I have some basil, I think I planted a tomato plant in there, some sort of Roma. I did a lot of Roma tomatoes this year. I have some peppers in here. It's just kind of a hodgepodge. Little bit of onion going on in there. So that was the fig. This is the leaves. That was completely full. It's all settled down. It's all dropped down. I'm excited to see that. Probably be moving that into a smaller bed that I've been building over here. Not sure yet. Okay, so over here I have more Roma tomatoes, some peppers. This is the U hot chili pepper. I believe I got that from Mark, the woodcutter. Some cayenne peppers that I've saved over the years, some basil, and then this is a bucket of white turnips. David the Good told me to try white turnips because I don't like turnips, so I told him I would. I got some. We're going to give it a try. Only 3 of them came up in that bucket, which doesn't break my heart because we're just trying it. We got some cabbage in here. I think this is the acre cabbage. I can't remember now. I just kind of threw all my cabbage seeds in one jar together, and we get what we get now. So I don't know. I can't even go back to look at the package. This is my water system. I did get in here and clean it up this last week and added some mulch to it. We've got some mullein grown in there. Mulleinn's really good for the lungs. We've got some onions also. Onions are really good for the lungs. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's growing and it's happy. It's some sort of brassica. And then we've got our seed bed over here. We've got some kohlrabi in there, some pak choi that I guess I'm gonna cross-pollinate with that red turnip. I don't know what's going on with that, but I wanna try eating the seeds. My mulberry right in my way. Thank you, Mr. Mulberry. I also have some onions down in there, and then on the end I have some leeks that desperately need to be cut. Let's go take a closer peek. Look at those beauties. Anyway, we need to hurry up and grow some potatoes so we can have some potato leek soup, and those can take off growing again. This is Eden's garden bed. She planted some onions, some carrots. I threw some pak choi in there that are now going to seed. We didn't pull those out quick enough. And then some kohlrabi, and apparently weeds. So let's see. This is the honey oi strawberry. Jan over at Simply Jan Homestead said that these are super, super sweet. So I got some, and we're going to give those a try. And then this is our asparagus bed. Our asparagus bed is going to be getting a makeover. We're going to be taking the asparagus out of here. These are all roots that I've purchased about 14, 15 years ago, and I planted them in here, and it's just kind of stale. You can see they're getting thinner. I've been fertilizing them. I've got mullein growing in there. It's pretty awesome. I've been fertilizing them. They just aren't very happy. So I'm going to go through and pull out, make taller beds like these over here, and start lining them up here and just refreshing the soil and composting and replacing them into new garden beds, and just trying to revive that again. Over here, I don't have too many vegetables planted in here. I've got some beautyberry there, lamb's ear, the really pretty rose bush that at my client's house does so wonderfully. It's like huge. It would have this whole thing covered up. It's like 6 foot tall, and it's just ginormous. And mine isn't doing very good for a couple of reasons. I don't think I watered it enough last year, so I lost a lot of canes. And then I also don't think that it gets enough sun. So here I've got some comfrey. I do. Allison's cherry tree, I think, died. So that is an apple tree that we grew from a seed. I'm not really sure what's happening to it, but it is not happy. Some of the leaves are okay, and then some of them are not. It's just, I don't know, not happy. And then I have another mulberry here that I will keep into a bush. All right, there you have it. That is pretty much the extent of the garden, what I have planted to date. And I think it's like the 28th, so we're almost into May. And I'm not going to show you Rosie, and I'm not going to show you the greenhouse because they are in terrible, terrible disarray. And I'm just not going to do. I just don't. Do you see this? Do you see all this? All stuff that I need to get taken care of and fixed and put together. But other than that, like, the yard is shaping together. The garden is coming together. I have high hopes that we're going to be blessed with an abundance of food. And, oh, hello, Mr. Possum. Look at this. He's like, what are you doing in my backyard? You're a big fella, aren't you? Goodness. Guess it's time to get the live trap back out. Trap them and put them away. Nobody's told you the chickens are gone from over here. All right, I guess I need to put the cats back in the house and put the live trap back out. All right, you guys have a blessed week. I gotta go take care of that. Yay me. Wish me luck.